Okay, we're going to get started because we want to get through as many stories as we can. I wanted to welcome you to our mindfulness storytelling, the theme of Dr. Seuss. I am still going, I wanted to welcome our guests that are here. We've got a few of them. You guys, Mr. Richard will speak to us at the end. But we are still going to do a breathing exercise just to calm us all down and get us ready for this. Okay, so I feel like that's an important part. Welcome, Stephanie, as well. Good to see you. I saw Mr. Case was here somewhere. Did he go? Where did he go? He just walked out. Okay. Okay. So this is very fast, but the idea is that you would be able to do this anytime, anywhere, and just instantly settle and kind of get into a more calmer state. So let's try it out. Let's do it with the video. We can go back to the breath slide, and then we can we're experts at breathing, are we not? Everybody in this room, if someone can lead us in a quick breath. Jared, I love it. Come on up. Let's do it. You guys, if you just go to the slide that's, do you want a microphone or no? Okay. Oh. We got a volunteer now, so. Okay, go. They're going to finish that up. I don't want to go ahead.
All right, everybody. Is everybody ready? Nice. So if everybody could, plant your feet.
Thank you.
Please and thank you. Flat on the floor. And everybody breathe with me. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold. In. Out slowly. In. Think of your favorite flower. The scent of spring in the air. Beautiful blue sky. The water. Favorite mountain. Trail. Mountains so beautiful and pretty. Leaves are turning green. Buzzing bee. Peaceful. Now open.
Thank you, Jared. Appreciate you. Thanks. Good job. Okay. So we're going to just tell our story and go through. I'm going to get some help from senior residents to make sure that we're going. And I know you guys are all wanting to rush the stage and do this, but just take it easy. We'll get to you. I also want to remind you that telling stories, storytelling It triggers oxytocin, which is the body's natural love hormone. It builds connection. It helps you feel safe. It gives you a sense of security, calm, all of those things that we want and need. And it's all that simple, but not so simple, telling our stories. So as I have said many times, oh, there's our Dr. Seuss, but I don't ask you to do things that I'm not willing to do myself. So I'm going to start off, which I've been surprisingly nervous about this today, but grateful and excited to participate with you. So, oh, oh, the places she's been, the sights she did see, a journey from Cali, a lone honeybee. She's wandered through valleys where darkness did live, but emerged from the shadows with more to give. She went to the other place and lended a hand, but needed roots in Farmington land. She came to the farm with courage so bright, working on mindfulness, the best class here, right? Right? Teaching, breathing deep and living slow, listening to feedback come and tools to let it go. Journaling is key, she often proclaims, while writing in hers, please don't let me get another game. Work on your plan to the students, she pleads, because then you will see a third year is what really sets you free. So it's story time. Make me proud. Let's hear it once loud. Ready, set. Thank you. Oh, how happy that makes me. Truly, the Red Barn is a place you see, a home indeed for this Cali honeybee. That's it. Thank you. Okay. All right, who's next? Let's do it. Come on up.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Everybody in the garden. The day I lost it all. I'll never forget the day I lost it all. Everything I had done that day had gone great. I'd had a ball. But then I couldn't grasp everything they were telling me. They said I had to make sure I grabbed everything to go because I had to leave. It was embarrassing at first. I thought it was small. Think back on it now, it couldn't have been avoided with a simple call. But my pride wouldn't let me. You couldn't even tempt me. There was nothing anyone could do. There was no persuading, or in my mind, there was no debating. I was selfish and vain with no goal to attain. Everywhere that I went, I got looks of disdain, for I was blinded by this unfathomable pain from the cold realization of what I had gained. And what was this gain? My gain was a loss of everything, loss of it all. But with everything in life, to start something new, something old must first end. For this experience I was having was no enemy, but a friend. I would not forget what I had just gained, a chance to discard all that is toxic and negative and wrong, a chance to no longer be weak-minded, but strong. And that is what truly I'd gained. I'd gained a chance to lose it all.
You call on somebody. Okay.
Let's go with Anthony.
Hi, family. I'm Anthony.
Hi, Anthony.
My story. Once was a kid raised in hate who lost his soul in prison stays, who realized he played a disloyal game, decided his life was only his to save. He matured enough to use his hand, to write a letter, be a man, to become the father his babies know he can. A negative statistic he won't be. I'm here to say he chooses positivity. The road is rough, the work is hard. We're happy to do it for the barn. No longer asking where you are from, not worried about colors, just intern fun. Cooking meals with a smile on his face at the intern gym, lifting weights. No matter how late he comes home from the move, he'll do it with gusto, he's got something to prove. Watching his past circle down the drain, no more nightmares, he can see the light of day. The road is rough, the work is hard, pain and guilt won't let him slumber long. Day by day and week by week, he could do hard stuff, he won't let his emotions seep. No more hard life, he won't go back, no more nightmares shrouded in black. No matter the thoughts, no matter the dreams, a life of light is what he needs. He's been through enough, he won't go back. He's walking away, he's turning his back. The streets say you're real when they're crying at your wake, but if you walk away and get your life right, then you're fake. His eyes are open, it's plain to see, no longer creating false narratives for false beliefs. Red Barn is a blessing in his life. His kids deserve him in their life. Day by day, week by week, his name is Anthony, and Anthony is me. Ever.
Good evening, family. My name is Trevor.
Hi, Trevor.
It's called Light. It started so bright, my life guiding light. Though my course became altered as through struggle, my footing it faltered. One sunny days, now nothing but rain. Oh, what is this? Can it help with the pain? Alas, it only increases my strain. Please, Lord, help me refrain. My soul slowly turns blue as I lose the morals once true. Spending my time with the wrong guys, I'm telling nothing but lies. This false image I must keep, though it's causing my integrity to seep. Another blouse without meaning, a broken house left withered and leaning. Can no longer see the littles, causing my heart to turn brittle. So I put down the dope, and I search for some hope. I get word of a barn, and am finally able to see that through life on a farm, there is a fighting chance for me. My spirits, they flutter as I stand and rise from the gutter. I find myself surrounded by brothers that love and support one another. Enough with the strife, we're all here saving our lives. Confidence and optimism have filled to the brim as the light that was dim began shining again. Come on, Chaz.
Good evening, I'm Chaz.
Hi, Chaz.
Mine is long-term addiction. Long-term addiction, should I try it? Yes or no? Long-term addiction, knocking at my door. Long-term addiction, I was spiraling out of control. Long-term addiction, my heart's gone cold. Long-term addiction, the yard it is for me. Long-term addiction, I got covered in ink. Long-term addiction, I was paroled in 2019. Long-term addiction, I was out and felt free. Long-term addiction, I couldn't stay on my feet. Long-term addiction, Red Barn to the streets. Long-term addiction, should I stay or should I go? Long-term addiction, I hit the trail cold. Long-term addiction, I came back though. Long-term addiction, a 30-piece for me. Long-term addiction, it took a few weeks. Long-term addiction, who I'm destined to be. Long-term addiction, the person I decided to be. Long-term addiction, recovery life is for me. Long-term addiction, 493 days clean.
Hey, let's get your paper in the folder.
Morning, family, or good evening, family. I'm Christopher.
Hi, Christopher.
Title is The Beginning. On my way to the barn from jail, I was surprised they let me out without even bail. But getting out, I didn't feel right. I didn't want to fall on my face again, so this time I was ready to fight. And thankfully, I had Brad there to shed some light. So getting to the barn, it was all new to me. I was scared, but excited to see the new me. It wasn't anything I expected. Everything I was doing, I felt I was being tested. The harder I fought, the easier it became. My life slowly started to change. My life is no longer a game. All my negative behaviors and poor choices, I was always the one to blame. But now I can overcome any hard thing. I'm finally ready to change. I just hit a new phase. I'm a freshman now, and I'm wondering how. Time is going by so fast. It's probably because I no longer think about my past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morning, family, or evening, family, Leandro.
Hi, Andrew.
Nervous this time. So through hardships to the stars. That day I heard the truth of all I become, never seen, never understood all I've done. Why was it you who knew all that was true? I had to make a choice, which I hope would cause no harm, and I came to the farm. My first days here were filled with questions, not knowing how this would change the one who stands within. Who I was and who I had to face, just so I could win this race. I see how much I want this, even more how much I deserve this. Searching for a way to forget the past makes my days go by fast. Forgiving oneself is definitely a must. So in my leaders, I must trust. A brother in need helps me know I can do a good deed. No more selfishness. As brothers of Red Barn, we learn togetherness. From this day forward, I'll stay true to the journey that is mine. I'll make it because I know what failing forward is. Making it to my bed just to stay ahead. With strength and courage, I'll get ahead. Dustin.
Good evening, family. I'm Dustin. It's called Lessons Learned. A lesson in life I'm learning twice. This time around, some hope is found. These connections I have mean so much, feelings of hope I love to touch. Learning so much more this time around, dreams so pure, no longer lost, but found. A connection so much bigger than me is a key to find the one who stands within me. The love I have for myself, the future that awaits, the difference that I can make. Oh, the lessons I learned this time around. Scott.
Hey guys, I'm Scott. My story's called What Will It Be? What will it be? 12 in the feds or 2 at the barn? What will it be? The old me or the new me? What will it be? Laundry or pulling weeds? What will it be? More hours or using the 3 Ps? What will it be? The possibilities are endless for me. What will it be? Big red 1, 2, or 3? What will it be? A piano or a safe fee? What will it be? Game days are starting to change me. What will it be? I'm starting to love who I see. What will it be? I love giving back what was so freely given to me. What will it be? When A helps B, A gets better, you see. What will it be? I have 27 interns with me. What will it be? Only God knows what's in store for me. What will it be? Isaac.
Hi, family. I'm Isaac. So this story I call The Direction. So it goes, pick it, pull it, give it life again. Face it, place it, make a few friends. Wake up to the hustle, stay on the grind. Make every second count, because there's never enough time. Clean off the shelves, wipe away the dust. Be part of the community, start to gain trust. Hang it from the leg, even if you don't understand. Just follow direction, and you'll learn to be a man. What may seem broken and hopeless really has life. Learn to value someone else's perception, because yours may not always be right. You may have to go left because things don't always go right. Give us 730 and we'll give you your life.
Yeah. You need help with something?
Morning, family.
Or are you playing? Are you playing?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need help with something? Are you just gonna hold it?
I think my voice is
You're
loud.
gonna do that. Okay. Deal.
Good evening, family. See, nerves. My story is called Promises. Excuse me, sorry. It's called Promises. I promise to show up prepared for the task at hand, yeah. On time with a good attitude, I said the best I can, yeah. I promise to develop a life and to give more than I take. I wanna make a difference in this world by changing my own way. I promise to obey the rules of my community.
follow them with exactness. Cause I know I can make it happen, yeah. I promise to act as if until it becomes my habit. No, I can't do this alone. I'm far, far away from my home, yeah. Cause when the sun comes shining, it begins to fade. The stars stop shooting. The light brightens my day. Oh, I promise to have 200% accountability. Take away. This world is bound to my knees, yeah. I promise to embrace honesty and integrity into my own life and to my community, yeah. 'Cause when the sun comes shining, it's too late. The stars start shooting. Light brightens my day. Oh, I promise to provide myself and to educate my mind. To academy, 7 qualities, plus the 7 past creed, yeah. Because when the sun comes shining, the moon is too late. The stars start to leave. The light brightens my day. Oh,
Hi guys, I'm Dylan. My story's called The Box of Change. 4:30 a.m. My feet hit the floor. Folding my blanket is my first chore. And off to the bathroom to shave to my face. If I fail to do this, I'll hear it in games. As I sit with my brothers, all drinking our coffee, trying not to get pulled up as we all wait for Toppy. Once he arrives and tasks us all out, we dump out our coffee and continue about. As the day carries on, we try to behave, not knowing what blessings will come with the day. On Monday and Thursday, it's accountability games, wondering how many pull-ups I passed and must play. If I really want to change, and you know that I do, I must see the Red Barn program all the way through. So I continue to grind on the daily, thinking if this one don't do it, maybe the next box will change me.
Hey, family, I'm David J. Call two people said the same thing. You told me you got me, and I let you have me. You told me you got me, and I let you take me. Both of you told me this a week apart. Now I'm here. As I sat on the bench, you could have taken a right. I walk out the door. I believe you got me and move forward in my new life. On Tuesday, I got here from the other place. On Wednesday, I was walking Gracie. I feel like I was walking in space. My old life is behind me and the challenge is real. Soon I will remember how to feel. But until that day comes, I will stay in the present. Speaking of present, my new life will be the greatest gift of all. Two people told me the same thing, and now I'm the one who stands within. Oh, what a thing.
Good evening, family, brother.
Story's called Life. Life is a prized possession that will give you things such as joy, happiness, and love, and people you can cherish for a lifetime. Life can throw you many curveballs. Throughout my early childhood and teenage years, I didn't take life for granted. Life gave me everything I could ever ask for. Life gave me gifts such as loved ones, friends, and the ability to play sports.
During my teenage years, I started to live life on my terms. I thought my athleticism would get me through, but I was wrong. I could not hide behind the sports world for too long. Life threw me my first major curveball. I tried to swing for the fences, but 2 strikes against me, only to find out that I had swung and missed completely. Life started to change, and I could not keep up with it. Close friends started to leave for their new endeavors as I laid in my own sorrow, still trying to live life on my terms. I thought life was all about sports and paying bills. During my adult years, life started to come hard at me. There was a lot of teacher moments. I failed to realize them due to my selfish acts that led me down to the path of substance. During this time, I stopped cherishing the things that kept me moving forward, such as sports, but most importantly, those who love me. Life will deal you things that you deserve that can help you open your eyes so that you can love the life you deserve. Life put me in places that I deserved to give me teaching lessons. It took me up till I was 38 years old to finally understand the things life was throwing my way. Life gave me the opportunity to become a part of a community that has given me a brotherhood, but most importantly, a family. Life has put individuals in my path over the last 20 months to help me lead me because they truly cared about me. By living life on life's terms and because of Red Barn, I have gotten my life back. Thanks to my brothers around me holding me accountable, teaching me how to be honest and how to have integrity. Red Barn has taught me how to have empathy and compassion for others. I'm proud today to say that I love the person that I am becoming because of Red Barn. I will forever be grateful and give back to the community and most importantly, the Haas family that has given my life back. David.
Hey guys, I'm David. My story is called Helping Hand. You see me there on the streets and you're smirking, thinking to yourself, it's my fault that I'm not working. It's because something's wrong with my thinking. I barely made it here limping, not hearing. 1 strike, 2 strikes, 3 strikes, contracted, sitting in orange thinking. At least I'm still living, not simping. Then I got in a sticky situation, flipping chicken, 10 months in, still acting like an intern, still learning, persevering, working, changing, sharing, caring. So I go to the top where every man can. All I need is a helping hand.
Hey family, I'm Michael. My story is called The Boy in the Forest. A 10-year-old boy finds himself outside in the backyard of his house. At the end of the yard, there's a deep, dark forest. After much personal deliberation, he decides he finally wants to head into the forest and explore. After walking for a few hours, he realizes that he is lost and cannot find his way. The boy starts calling out for help. No avail. After a few more hours, someone finally responds shouting, "Hey, over here, I can help." The boy looks over and he finds a strange looking creature, looking very colorful and full of light. He responds, "Hey there, everyone calls me M. Could you help me find my way home?" And the creature responds, "They call me Till. Follow me. I know a path that will take you just where you need to go." So Till takes M and So Till takes M. They start walking and shortly they find a path that looks bright and full of color, running into all sorts of different looking creatures, all beautiful and full of color. As they're walking, a light shows up in front of them. M looks to Till and says, "Hey, what's that light right there?" "I don't know why, but I feel as though I should follow it." Till responds, "Nah, man, don't worry about it. It's a waste of time and would be a much harder path." So they start walking more and meeting more and more colorful creatures. As they start walking, M notices that this light keeps following him. M starts learning the ways of these creatures and feeling himself changing. As he is changing, he notices the light is also changing, seeming more and more dim. After what feels like to M only a few days go by, he decides he is done living the ways of these creatures, feeling more lost, not only in the forest, but with himself. M has a moment where he looks to this light that has been following him and decides it's time to follow it and see where it leads. Looking back, after walking away, he realizes what looked to him a beautiful path was nothing more than a gross, muddy trail. These creatures he thought to be colorful and full of light were actually dark, grimy-looking creatures. What seems to be only a few hours go by, he finds he is back at the start of the forest, back at the edge of his backyard. M now And looking now at what used to be his beautiful house is now a broken down, decrepit home. He rushes inside and finds his old house is now abandoned and all his furniture is gone. The inside is old and broken down as well. He goes in the bathroom and looks in the mirror to find what used to be a 10-year-old boy is now a grown man. M has no clue who's looking back at him in the mirror. M, lost and not knowing what to do, starts walking down the road he used to play in as a kid. Now more lost than he ever was, with no clue what to do, he finds a store selling used items and clothes and sees a man who looks like he's full of life and knows what he is doing with himself. He asks the man, "Hey, I'm lost and have no clue what to do with my life. Would you be able to point me in the right direction or help?" The man looks at M with a sense of purpose and care and says, "I know just the place. Follow me and I will show you." Scared but ready to find himself, M follows the man. What seems like only a 5-minute walk, the man takes him to a very well kept red barn and says, "This place will help change your life. Welcome home."
Where's Charles?
Good evening, family. I'm Charles. Called Roads. Walking the path to correct my wrongs. Seemingly endless road going on and on. Was focused on the past, never looking beyond. I couldn't find the white line, love, happiness, or peace of mind. Finally at a fork, turn left or right. One path is a tunnel of darkness, the other a bridge towards light. The left is a revolving circle, problems never solved and always hurtful. On the right is a barn, we saved lives, the light was on. God granted me a second chance. If life is like music, then I will fight for this dance. Never again heading to dead ends. With hard work, I know my life will mend. To my brothers, accountability, support, and a hand to lend. To be teachable, honest, and sincere. All qualities I will learn while I am here. Beginning with gray, red, blue, and black. Color symbolizing I am advancing on track. Work hard, have a good attitude, and be grateful for where I am. Do not get caught up. No, I will not go back. Knowing Red Barn is my family and home is where I'm at. Thanks.
This is my time. Here at Red Barn, we give addiction the bird. We'll teach you to learn. I said when I need to stay, now I'm gonna turn and burn. When I pull you up, it's because I want you to learn. Take my hand, together we can. If you stay the full 820, you'll get what you earn. You'll get what your heart desires because it's what you deserve. A truly beautiful life is what we'll provide. When we play games, I want you to know this is how we show love. This is how we grow. I used to have the weight of the world on my shoulders. I literally moved a million rocks and boulders. It was hard, but it made me strong. This is where I belong. Here at the barn, we make moves. Haven't you seen the news? We're get part approved. 84025 is the zip code to my new address. I've got no worries, no more stress. I'll let my leaders and brothers lead me to true happiness.
Hello, I'm Brandon R. This is called The End. I have seen a cat in the hat. I have read Green Eggs and Ham. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Horton, here's a who. What am I to do? A story I must prepare for you. I guess it should be about Red Barn, not an old woman in the shoe. Brandon went to the hub. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard. She didn't know what to do. You best believe those crates were done because I know what to do, for I was tasked out. Mary had a little lamb, fleas as white as snow. Red Barn has shirts, red ones and blue ones, too. Black as night we go. Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? I don't know, but at Red Barn you will use the process to do so. Little boy Blue lost his shoe, but I don't leave my blue towel on the table no more. Knock, 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 heard the little pig. Let me in, said the wolf. Said, shut that down. Now he huffs no more. Along came a Red Barn and sat down behind him, and he lived happily ever after. And this isn't no fairy tale tour.
Yeah.
Knew you were gonna do that. Bye, family, I'm Mike.
Good night.
Soar from shore. 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps more. Here 2 weeks. Good Lord, my feet are sore. 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps more. Next steps moves. Oh boy. Then I'm told my bones will ache. Oh joy. Then I'll be twice as sore. Oh no. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months more. Time's moving. I'm a red shirt by now. Intern, freshman, resident, senior, master, and more. Now my mind and body are ready for. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dylan R.
Okay.
Mine's called As I Open My Eyes, I See. As I open my eyes, I see. The wind rustles the leaves of the tree. Follow me as we fly free, buzzing like a bee, traveling with glee, with our friends to be. As I open my eyes, I see. The wind rings my heart's bells. Stairway to heaven or highway to hell. The sensation my mind does dwell. Off my spiritual steed I fell, ready to shed this outer shell. As I open my eyes, I see. The wind blows, the trees flutter. In the hub, the cats do mutter. In the greenhouse, the spiders do sputter. In the field, the mice do tutter. As I open my eyes, I see. The wind is cold on my head, since I have shaven my dread. In this barn of red, I have been fed with a cozy bed. I will fly like a zeppelin of lead. As I open my eyes, I see. The wind, the ducks they flock. In the library, the grandfathers they tick-tock. In the kitchen, we must wear a smock. As I open my eyes, I see. The wind blows me to my destiny. Will I be in the kitchen to sift? Or perhaps I'll be with the movers to lift. Quite possibly, I'll be sanding furniture for thrift. Who knows? Here at Red Barn, every day is a gift.
Hey family, my name is Sneak. Um, this is my poem. I am the bot that got caught. I have ventured into a new realm in which I must increase my level. My thoughts and feelings have been so easily disrupted. My software has been obviously corrupted. I no longer operate with optimal function. My world is in dire destruction. Optimization is a must. Otherwise, all I face is deletion and rust. A pause button has been hit. For this red bar, and I will not quit. As I incorporate optimization into my personalization and bring hope to my utter desolation. The program functions day to day, but full quantum realization doesn't happen until 2 years to actually reset my gears. As this upgrade takes place, it is myself that I face. As optimization takes place, I must remember it's not a race. Not visual, Gustavo.
Hey brothers, I'm Gustavo. Oh, mine's called The Brothers in the Barn. Because I woke up quick at about 6. Wondering what day of the week it is. I gotta get dressed before the day begins, before Toppy starts thinking about a slip. The reason why I'm always late, hours multiplying from 2 to 8. I gotta start thinking about a plan. I mean, that's why I came here, to become a man. Red Barn has a specific way of changing our behaviors in every shape. You don't gotta agree, but that's okay. Just swallow your pride and have no shame. I bailed outside and wasn't glad. Accountability group had me so mad. Never would I thought my brothers would say to take my feelings and shove them up my pants. Then I had to let it all sink in. I thought all my service hours weren't that fair, but even though they were, and I was just a brat, I'll do much better, and I promise that. Now I'm on service for missing the point. It's all because I acted like a boy. I got pulled up by J&E. She caught me in class straight falling asleep. I guess she thought that I thought she was boring, but the real truth is I was about to start snoring. She asked me if I wanted to stand at the back by the door, and I still don't think that would have kept this lion from roaring. Let's go with Toppy back there hiding.
This is called changes. From the gutter to the barn, from my heart and my mind, I get to have these changes to educate me this time. From the depths of my misery to the top of the world, I get to make these changes for my son and my baby girl. From intern to freshman, out of the gray and into the red, choosing not to be of misery and wallow in my dread. So I decided to change, and Red Barn will give me a bed. From freshman to resident, out of the red and into the blue, I finally get to change my thoughts of me, and make it about you. From resident into my senior, out of the blue and right into the black, it brings with it selflessness and leadership in the front, running with this pack.
So family of John O. Mine's named Finding My Way. I was living in a very dark place. It was distorted and contorted, and it left a horrible taste. Having the confidence, I was striving for more. Through my strength and confidence, I dropped my line, hoping to save my life and educate my mind. What happened next was anybody's guess. I received a visit from the Red Barn and a man named Nick. He told me if I put in the work, I could break the spell, if you will, of living sick. And what I have found is so profound, a community of men, perception-based, holding me accountable, all up in my face. I want you to know that I'm very thankful for all you do. The game we play is worth the stay. The tools I'm getting will see me through so I can play on the world stage. Then, let's see, Evan, take it you, buddy. Here, you want this back here?
Hey guys, I'm Evan. All right, so mine is called The Beginning. Where to begin in this story of mine? Do I start prior to or after my journey to we? Well, any good story has a beginning, middle, and an end. So with that in mind, I'll go back as far as I can. I'll tell the story of how a young boy grew into a man. From preschool to first grade, the young boy had it made, an only child, spoiled. Dad in and out of his life with grandparents giving him everything nice. Let's fast forward now from first to about fifth. On a New Year's Eve, watching the adults and feeling all grown, grabs the hot damn, pours a shot of his own. Before it goes down, he is caught, of course, but being fast with his words and manipulating so young, they'll remember that taste of tongue. Little did I know that was where the addiction began, when that young boy thought he was ready to become a man. This is just the beginning to my story of life. Stay tuned for the rest and see how it unfolds nice. Until later, my brothers, I'll bid you adieu when I finish my story before my say is. No spoilers of how all this story will end, but a great big thank you to Red Barn and all my new friends. Hey, Lewis. Lewis.
Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Lewis.
Hey, Lewis.
My story's
a life skill. The things I would like to say, but I choose not to say. Sometimes it has to be that way, and sometimes that's the best way. Just say okay, but don't push back. Being okay is something I lack, but it's a simple life hack. A life hack that is a simple skill. Being okay is a good life skill. A skill that I can take here, a skill I could take there, a life skill I could take anywhere. It could be at the barn, it could be at thrift, it could be on the move, it could be on the farm. It's a life skill learned here, it's a life skill learned there. It's a life skill learned on the barn. Just say okay, it will go far. Go far and set that bar. Just say okay and thank you. Just say okay and thank you and don't push back. Remember this simple life skill hack. A life hack, a simple skill, a life skill is saying okay and thank you. A thank you here, a thank you there, a thank you everywhere. A thank you at the bird, a thank you at the thrift, a thank you on the move, a thank you on the farm. It's a life skill learned here, a life skill learned there. It's a life skill learned on the barn. Just say okay. It's a simple life skill, a life skill that'll take me far. Ruben.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ruben. So this is called battle. Every day a battle wages deep inside of me. It takes away emotions, rage, and finds my part in things. I give my faith to the way that's paved by those who've come before me. I'll make it to my pillow worthy and wake up every morning, grateful for the task at hand and a chance to tell my story. Exchanging pain and making changes, cleaning stains and breaking cages. Every day I stay and pay to live a better way. 3 and 5 around the sun to break and ruin everything, or so I thought, and so I've run. Demands search for meaning. Now with brothers all around, my eyes are finally opening to see the one who stands within. I am worthy of my suffering. Brian.
Good evening, family. I'm Ryan. Called Starting Over. One day I woke up in a cell to find my life had become a living hell. I'd allowed myself to become but an empty shell. I knew something had to give, or else how long could I possibly continue to live? I heard stories of Red Barn and how I could get better working hard and living on the farm. So a letter I wrote, and it filled me with hope. A reply I finally received, and my acceptance finally gave me a reprieve. Hard work and many hours it will take, but if I continue on, it will help to change my fate. Accountability and integrity I will find day after day as I forget old behaviors I learned along the way. Over time, I begin to love the man I see as I get closer to being the guy I want to be, all because I joined a family of we.
Good evening, family. My name is Nathan. My story is called Lost Boy. A damaged soul who had no goals and lost all hopes and dreams. He ran away from what he loved and everything obscene. Lost family and friends while good times came to end, with pain self-inflicted, no knowledge to mend. I'm so sick of cells, this torture in a place not so swell. I search for a way to come out of my shell. Then I heard of the Red Barn word from a man who changed his ways. He got me here and my vision's been cleared. Now I can crawl out of this phase. It's amazing how I'm grateful now and I'm gaining my hopes and dreams. From the boy who was lost to the man that was found, I look up at the sky with my knees to the ground and I thank the Almighty for this barn that I found. Go Ambi. Go Ambi.
Good day, community. Abby. Wanting closure, but never getting it. My story is about wanting closure without doing the work for it.
being a guy that once thought he knew everything was very challenging, and I never really noticed how the world really worked, nor how I worked. I finally started to connect to the universe a few years back. A lot of people would tell me I was crazy. I was, because of certain things that was happening in my life, in which to me was my higher power. Things that I can't explain other than I noticed an honest and caring person started to surface. And I started noticing I was getting open to challenge for the better. I realized my true self was starting to emerge. So my so-called friends were not there for me anymore. Then I couldn't take the pain of all the people in my life was gone. I became distant, and it all tied together into coming to Red Barn, Red Barn Academy, in which I know will challenge my life and truly help me understand my true value. Before, I was trying to manifest my success by being nice to people, but I would always see myself being successful, but never, ever, every day I would wake up and still be homeless. I realized having faith and being willing to and open-minded will change, and work hard every day will achieve greatness and have my family and a good career and success. As long as I have a good attitude about myself, believe in my brothers in 100% and do the work.
Good evening, family. I'm Kyle. This is the story of Kyle, like Kyle. Before Red Barn, I struggled with criminality, addiction, and homelessness. I traveled around the country, burning bridges in my life down over and over, till I finally got sick of being sick and homeless through another winter. Then I called Red Barn. I must have said something right. Here I am. Since I got here, I noticed a few things. I've always despised the man in the mirror, but every morning I wake up here, I hate that guy less and less. Also, I learned that it wasn't my old behaviors that kept me smiling through hard times. It was me. Hasn't gone yet.
Yeah.
Nice and
Evening, guys. I'm Tyson. Called the right path. There was a time in my life when I was lost, searched for happiness in all the wrong places at such a great cost. There were times of great celebrations, but in them I felt no joy, a lifetime of hoping for salvation ever since I was a little boy. I was best friends with my misery, and I was too blind to see, and I was too comfortable in my suffering, and all that mattered was me. Until one day, something extraordinary. I found Red Barn Academy, and it changed my story. I met some people who truly care, people who are patient and treated me fair. So I chose to give it a chance. I chose to stay. I surrendered myself, and I learned a better way. Now I plan for my future instead of living in my past. For the first time, I am happy and know that I'm on the right path. Jake, you're up.
What's up, family? I'm Jake.
Jake.
This story is called One More Year. I came here at first to escape what I had coming from all of the years of giving up and running. It hasn't been easy, and that I'll admit takes dedication, and you have to commit. 20 months later, I'm seeing some change. Through hard work and rough games, I won't leave the same. The years goes by fast with the blink of an eye. That's why the third year was deeply on my mind. With nothing to lose and everything to gain, I put my wants to the side to solidify my sobriety game. One more year for the rest of my life. It seems pretty easy to choose what's right. With clean time under my belt for once in my life, the one that stands within is coming to light. The man I'm becoming is someone I've never known.
Jeff.
Evening, family. I'm Jeff. The man that stands within.
I'm overcome with fear of rejection, so my walls are put up for protection. I can't trust myself, and I never cared to set a boundary, so no one ever trusted. I lived in the city, and over the years, it took all my pity. I became ashamed of who I was, and I couldn't see a way out of the game. I knew I needed a big change, and location had to be a factor. I left that city and found a big red barn, and with it a farm. I also learned to drive a tractor. I worked hard to earn my keep and lost a lot of sleep. I learned new skills that will help me survive and thrive. I practiced accountability, which reminded me of my failability and taught others how to treat me. I gained more experience and began to change my life, and even was given the chance to lead others to the same. I looked in the mirror, and as I put in the year, I am starting to like what I see. This persona of me is now part of a community of we. Yippee. Russell.
Hi, family. I'm Russell. So this one's called The Boys at the Barn. My story starts right here because the boys at the barn are always hard. You can call us up. We'll move your yard. We want nothing in life but to go legit. Don't mess with these boys because we move heavy stuff. Hungry as heck, want to get my fill. So I went to Sticky Bird where the brothers chill. Lewis in there counting out them dollars. Jacob's at the drive up helping an Impala. Because the boys at the Bird are always hard. Yeah, you can call them up. They'll cater your yard. They want nothing in life but to go legit. Don't mess with those boys because they cook fast as heck. So the boys at the thrift are always hard. You can call them up and donate your yard. They want nothing in life but to go legit. Don't mess with them boys because they process fast as heck. So, okay. The boys at RBO are always hard. You can call them, they'll call you up and hustle up your yard. They want nothing in life but to go legit. Don't mess with them boys because they type smart as heck. And the conclusion goes like this. So the boys at the barn are always hard. You can riot us up when your life gets hard. If you want nothing in life but to go legit, you need to mess with these boys because we'll teach you how to be okay with some SHIT. Kurt. Let's go with Kurt.
Good evening, gentlemen and guests. My name's Kurt. Mine's called It Started. I did what I did. I got what I got. Then I ended up in it, whether I liked it or not. That's when it started, on the outside, not in. It started at a loss with a win. From a cage in a house, one small room made of blocks. It started with a fishing line made from socks. I was dressed in all white, white shirt down to white shoes. It started with nothing to lose. If you want what I have, come get what I got. Hurry, don't worry, just get off the pot. The flim flaps done went flat. The short unk did snore. A spanking's a spanking till you get them no more. The whip whacker's a cracker. And Cookie takes off his belt. The Wobblums got problems and tell with their dealt. Alone I sit surrounded. Now where do I begin? It started at a loss with a win.
Isaac.
Oh, it's going to be, oh, look at that, Max. Max.
Hi, family. I'm Max.
Hi, Max.
So mine's called Dirty Rocks. What did you do today? Today I washed rocks. So many rocks that I got mud in my socks. You might think it must have been a lot of rocks to get mud inside my socks. To me, though, it did not seem like much because of the connections made. I'll forever remember this day with my brothers as long as I stay in a sober mind for the rest of my time. The rocks I washed are covered in mud, much like my mind is far from clear, but I can remind myself that I'm in a place where I need not fear. Here comes my leader to show me how to wash rocks. As we are washing, I am learning the correct way. I'm really learning what I need to say. Hey, I need help with my thinking. It is flawed. How do I get it? He says, tell me your struggles, and while I show you how to wash rocks, we'll do our best to fix it.
All right. Okay, can you raise your hand if you haven't gone yet? So we're just gonna do a couple more.
Jeremy.
Okay, if someone wants to.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jeremy. This is called Life in Gray. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, reminding me I had it all. Up above the grate so high, the only look I have at sky. Concrete walls around my steel bed could be that way until the end. Call Red Barn and run, they say. Tell your guy to find a way. State and he and judge agreed. 0 tolerance is what I need. Wrote the barn and they said yes. One last chance to pass the test. Right away, the plan evolved. To see it through, I'm now resolved. My brotherhood, they took me in. Together, learning how to win. Life is hard, but we'll be ready. 2 years practice to get steady. We work hard 6 days a week. Play games too, but not like you'd think. Truth and love and real connection. Okay, thank you. Or fall short and get some timed reflection. Okay, thank you keeps the peace. Not true? Find your part at least. So this is my new life in gray. Red, blue, black, then on my way. Maybe green if I send the letter. Somewhere orange, but they'll do better. All of that so far ahead. So I'll just be mindful and present instead.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna just have a couple more. We'd like Ethan to come up. Or Mr. Hawes could just say that we're gonna stay as long as it takes. I mean, he really. You guys like it.
What's up, guys? My name's Ethan. My story is called Colors. The journey is wild. The journey is crazy. One thing about the barn is you cannot be lazy. It will get hard and you will face trials, but monumental change isn't that wild. My journey starts in a color of gray, pull up and pass, trying to make it through the day. 90 days in, I found my first SEF. 5K brought a surprise visit. It put my heart to rest. The very next day, I earned the color of red, but guaranteed immediately it went to my head. Complacency led to the target detour. 12 hours were spent scrubbing the floor. October came, and so did the blue. Step up, expand, and try something new. Corp D clothing manager, let's take a chance. 12 hours in a Nike box for negligence. 18 hours for being on Salesforce looking at Logan's hours. Do I grow or do I turn sour? Can't truly change if I keep it mild, so I pull up the staff for being entitled. 14 months in and the color is black. Still, my selfish behavior does not lack. Coordinated the 5K, I saw people as a bother. Frustrated, I told Jeff Schleiger not to drink water. Entitlement made my program a mess. 12 more hours for hustling a leg press. Lost my job in front of the house. I was fired. Back to the moves where you know we stay tired. But a job change couldn't hold me back, so I grinded my way to another shirt of black. Kept doing the right thing, and my job was reinstated. Sure glad that I didn't stay bitter and frustrated. 16 months brought another surprise. You're now a house manager. Use this to rise. I found myself with a monumental choice. Continue to play small or find your voice. 24 months and my color is green. Sure glad that I stayed longer and I'm a part of the team. The one that stands within is closer than ever. Pursuing a better future, rather now than never. I still suck at life. I'm going on 3 in a 2-year life skills academy. But I wouldn't be truthful saying I didn't make the best decision. I found peace and purpose. Helping others is my mission. Thank you, guys.
Can we grab Neil? You can come up. Set this.
Hello, I'm Neil. So should I stay or should I flee? A life of destruction and chaos for me. Is there really a place that's painted all red? Or is it just a dream inside of my head? Do I keep telling myself this life is fun? Or to the red barn do I run?
Should I stay or should I flee? Is my life really all that it could be? On these streets with these hands, downtown Portland, I thought I was the man. I sure thought I was bad. I thought I was tough. Boy, that street life sure rough. It wasn't until I saw the light, a 2 years life skills academy, I started to write. Ready for change and so tired of hurt, or down that trail filled with pavement and dirt. Just sit on the bench and the magic will be. You may even like what you're starting to see. Should I stay or should I flee? Is Red Barn really the place for me? If I stay, could it really be that I'll become the man I'm supposed to be? 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pairs, or 4? Folding someone else's underwear is my chore. 5 pairs, 6 pairs, 7 pairs, 8. I better fold them class t-shirts straight. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, in bed by 11, dressed and ready well before 7. Negative behaviors have been brought to games. Here come the hours, like a wild horse been tamed. Gray shirt, red shirt, now dressed in all blue. Black shirt, green shirt, and now you're through. Should I stay or should I flee? Do I like this man I'm starting to see? Maybe Red Barn is the place to be.
Okay, we're gonna stop there, and now I would like, please, for Mr. Hawes to come up and speak to us just for a few minutes, if that's okay. Give him a hand, you guys, come on.
Hey,
of course.
I got a microphone. Welcome to Red Barn. Good to be here with you. My name is Rich, for some of you that don't know me. And Janie, did you get a chance to review any of these before they were given tonight?
Yeah, well, in workshop,
them?
I got to
Did you get
read some of
Russell's?
them.
Did you review Russell's?
No. No, I did
There's
not.
Russell. There you are. I'll get you later. No. Good job. I'm here to tell you tonight, we started this 7 years ago.
Okay.
So I will tell you right now that Ted Giesel, who is Dr. Seuss, we'd be very proud of you tonight. He's just a couple of weeks ago turned 120 years old. So obviously he's not here with you this evening. But I'm just a few years younger than he is. So I'm his representative for you tonight. So let me just tell you, thank you. What you did here tonight is amazing. And I noticed that we've got them gathered. We'll keep them in a binder. Here's my challenge to you tonight. I know that there are some that we've got in a binder that some of these men aren't with us right now on this earth. And we've got some wonderful stories that they wrote while they were with us. And some of those have been shared with you before. My whole goal and hope for each one of you is that 5 years from now, when you come back and visit us here at Red Barn, and your story will be in this book, that you will have lived up to what you've written in that story. That would be my hope for you. And the commitment that I would ask from you is that what exercise that you've been through here tonight that you'll take to heart. Okay. One last thing. My favorite is Green Eggs and Ham. How many people know the very first book that Ted Giesel wrote? You remember? Anybody remember the name? What was it? And where was Mulberry Street? Does anybody know where it is? Back in Massachusetts. It's where he grew up. That was the first book that he wrote. Here's a challenge. This is the part that I want you to remember. Do you know how many different publishers he went to before someone finally accepted him to be able to publish that first book? Any guess? Yeah, 27 times. He went to 27 different publishers that he went to be able to get that first book published. Since then, he's written over 60 books. One of my favorites, Green Eggs and Ham. You know how many words there are in Green Eggs and Ham? 50. Good. 50. It was a challenge that was given to him after he had written Cat in the Hat. And the publisher said to him, I'm going to challenge you and I'll give you $50 if you can write a book that has just 50 words in it. If you go back and read Green Eggs and Ham, it has just 50 words in it. It's amazing. And you know what my favorite part of that is? And this is my message to you tonight. Who was he writing that? What was the name? And who was he writing the very challenge that was given for him to try, Sam I Am, to try Green Eggs and Ham? Who was he writing that to? You remember his name? Anybody? The trick question. Yeah. It wasn't to himself. Well, you mean the author? Okay, the author, yeah. So himself meaning Ted Giesel or Dr. Seuss, but he was really writing it, Jared, to you. He was writing to you. He was writing the reason why he's nameless in this book. When Sam I Am issues that challenge to you of just try something different, try Green Eggs and Ham. What he's really saying to each one of us, that's who he's speaking to. Try something different. Red Barn is something different, and you're making it different. You are the reason Red Barn is what it is today. When we first started our first class, and I see Steve Ford sitting here, and our first class that we sat here, we were wondering what in the world are we doing here? And I see what's happened here. And Janie, thank you for what you've done here with this group. You guys are amazing. I can promise you that literally Dr. Seuss is proud of the stories that you've shared here tonight. Thank you for that effort. Live up to that commitment now that you've written down. Thanks for letting me be with you tonight.
Okay, so we have next time, we'll finish up all the stories, and then we talked about this before, the senses stations, where we're gonna have all those different things going on for grounding techniques and different tactile things to do. It's gonna be amazing, but first we'll finish up stories and then we'll go to the different grounding stations, okay? You guys did great. I'm so proud of you and grateful for the effort that you put in. Thank you so much. Give everyone a round of applause. Okay, thanks you guys. That's mindfulness. One last time just for me. Ready, set? Thank you. Good night.